I've cut a little more planks than needed when doing some cool projects on my new CNC, and today I want to try to make the nicest bandsaw box I've made yet, at least with the nicest materials so far. I've got about 20 inches of maple and what's left on this piece of walnut. If I want no gaps in there, even if this wood is already pretty flat, I'll give it a few passes on the joiner. I realize my joiner is only 6 inches and this is a little bit more, nothing the table saw can't fix. Back to the joiner, this maple is really hard. I could feel the difference and hear it too. The walnut went pretty easy. I'm keeping this used up part just for the length. It gives it stability. Finally, I run them on the planer, both sides, because it leaves a much nicer finish and I want perfection, no gaps. Here I'm measuring how thick I can go. Honestly, I'm kind of making this box up as I go. I decided on a walnut lid and a thin bottom, with a main box body made of the maple, which I have enough to make 3 layers of. I sliced everything at 5 inches on a miter saw. For the glue up, you'll notice I'm leaving the walnut out. There's no reason to glue up, as you'll see. While this dries, I can get ready on the general box shape. And here I'm using a piece from my teleprompter. I always find something with the shape I want, when doing corners and whatnot. Using another piece of walnut, I went on the drill press, clamped on my materials well, and with the hole saw, without the metal bit for stability, got a big plug up. This is going to be the top of the box and it worked out great. Now we want to cut this into the shape we want, including the walnut lid. So I'm using double-sided tape to get this done. Now before you say that my blade is bad, I know. This went super bad, and right after this cut I changed the blade, as you'll see. Since this was just the outside of the box, I removed what I could and went to the sander to finish it. This blade is done, very done. Here I took my time and gave the box a cool oval kind of shape with the tapered edges. I love what it looks like now. Before we get going, let's get this blade changed. And while I do this, please like and subscribe. Thanks to all subscribers for helping me get my videos out there to a ton of people. Now get those separated. Trace a line about half an inch from the outside of the box, and with a single entry point, cut it out on the bandsaw. Take your time and exit the cut from where you entered, doing all your corners nice, because this is what the inside of the box is going to look like. Next, cut out a slice from the inside, the top part that goes next to the lid. About half an inch thick, it'll be sanded flat layer. Just cut as straight as you can. Here I just double-sided tape the pieces, smooth side towards the tape, and get nice and flat on the belt sander. This is safer than just holding a thin piece. I got the inside piece sanded a little bit just so it doesn't get stuck on the box when using it. Glue up the box and put clamps so it holds closed for about 20 minutes while you go do other work. Make sure to remove any glue on the seam with a wet paper towel. I want to route both the small plug and the lid, and I was wondering how to safely hold them. Then I thought about just taping them to the table, and that went great. Now here comes the cut that scared me. I want a thin walnut slice for the bottom of the box, and I wanted to route my top before so the bearing had enough wood to ride along it. So let's get this resawed in half. As you can see, it went pretty perfect. A new blade was really due on this saw. Again, with double-sided tape, go and get those sanded nice and smooth and flat. The box should hold itself together now, and clamp it and use it for alignment to put the inside piece of the lid at the right spot. Leave that there for a few minutes until the glue has a good hold. I used small corners of double-sided tape to hold the lid onto the box and went to give it a last sanding to make sure everything is flush, even if it should be really close already. I finalized some sanding with softer grits and some details by hand to make sure it's nice and smooth. This is almost done. Looks great as is, but wait until you see that walnut pop once I apply a finish, some butcher block oil. This box looks amazing, has no gaps, and I'm happy about it. Makes me want to play with hardwood a lot more, and I have some. I just got to find some ideas on what to do. If you have some, please share them. I'll seriously consider them. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and see you next time.